Prince Harry will stay during UK visit and now his royal home is occupied. The Duke could be coming to visit the royal family, with Prince Harry beginning to make plans for a UK visit along with his wife Meghan and 2 children Archie and Lilibet. Where will the Sussexes be staying during the trip? Prince Harry's official UK base is still Frogmore Cottage, but it is now the current residence of Princess Eugenie, Jack Brooksbank and their son August. However, it is reported that the property has 5 bedrooms, so there would be enough room should the Sussexes wish to stay there. After all, this was the location of choice for Prince Harry to stay when he attended his grandfather's funeral in April. It has also been reported that Prince Harry's father Prince Charles has extended an olive branch to the family, inviting them to stay with himself and Camilla during their time in the UK. It is unknown if the offer would be to reside at Clarence House in London or somewhere more private like Birkhall. The Queen also has a whole host of other royal properties that she could offer up for her grandson and his family to use as a holiday home during their time overseas. Both Balmoral and Sandringham are private properties owned by the Queen and they offer up a little more privacy than places such as Windsor Castle and Buckingham Palace, so perhaps the family would feel more comfortable at one of these. It is believed that the Sussexes are making plans to travel in June for the Queen's Jubilee, and that would also coincide with Lilibet's first birthday as Prince Harry's daughter was born on the 4th of June. It would be the first time that a royal family would have met the couple's second child as they have remained in the US during the pandemic, with Prince Harry only returning briefly to pay his respects to Prince Philip at his funeral. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex provided food from black-owned food trucks in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Prince Harry and Meghan are no strangers to giving back from their charitable work through the Markle Foundation to their support of community and family organizations both in the US and the UK. Yesterday, in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex paid homage to the late civil rights activist and show their thanks to volunteers, marking his legacy by providing a free lunch for volunteers and staff organizing the day's events at the King Center in Atlanta, Georgia. The food came from local black-owned food trucks Page's Pastries and Bistro at Parley Savory Saloon, and was given to on-site volunteers who prepared for a roster of events at the center. Thank you, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, for providing local black-owned food trucks for the King Center's King Day Community Service Project volunteers today. King's daughter Dr. Bernice King said in a tweet, "I'm so grateful for your graciousness in honoring my father." Along with the annual King Center commemorative service, the center also held a number of other events, including a voter registration drive on Monday, as well as gathering donations to address homelessness in Atlanta. For the commemoration, Reverend Michael Bruce Curry, presiding bishop and primate of the Episcopal Church, served as the keynote speaker, a fact that may have spoken to Harry and Meghan as well, since Curry also gave a sermon at the Sussexes' wedding at Windsor Castle in 2018. Meghan and Prince Harry have spoken out about the dangers of spreading misinformation online, and now a new report has uncovered details of a monetized hate campaign against the Duchess of Sussex. Data analytics service Bot Sentinel released a third and final report on Tuesday regarding the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, this time on how single-purpose hate accounts have turned targeted harassment and coordinated hate campaigns into a lucrative hate-for-profit enterprise. The trio also coordinated their efforts on Twitter, cultivating a following by disseminating conspiracy theories and disinformation about Harry and Meghan that were concocted in the MeWe group, the report found. Their efforts allowed them to interact with journalists and royal experts, who then, in some circumstances, amplified the falsehoods. The women leveraged their Twitter popularity to funnel their followers to their YouTube channels, where they would discuss the conspiracy theories they helped to manufacture. The service found that Twitter had previously suspended many of the accounts, but the users were deploying tactics to avoid suspension, including placing parody in their profiles. Others would use racist coded language about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, to avoid detection, Bot Sentinel said in the report. We also observed several accounts either lock or completely deactivate their profiles to preserve their accounts. Bot Sentinel also found the Twitter algorithm actively suggested they follow some of the hate accounts after viewing just 2 of them. Harry also noted that social media can offer a means of connecting and community, which are vital to us as human beings. We need to hear each other's stories and be able to share our own. That's part of the beauty of life, he said. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that the reform of the digital space will create a world that's all rainbows and sunshine, because that's not realistic, and that, too, isn't life. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.